Hello again, story buddies. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to read a lovely story about the ugly duckling. Let's go. These are the characters we are going to meet. There is an ugly duckling, mummy duck, ducklings, mother hen, swans, granny goose, and wild ducks. There are some children in the book too. We are going to see a lake, reeds, pond, snowflake, and a farmhouse. Mummy duck had sat on her eggs for days and days. Now they were hatching. Crack! Out came three fluffy yellow ducklings. What lovely babies, said Mummy Duck. Then, crack! The biggest egg hatched. Out came a big, gray, fuzzy duckling. What a funny looking baby, quacked Mummy Duck. Time for a swim, quacked Mummy Duck, leading her ducklings to the pond. What lovely, fluffy yellow ducklings you have, clucked Mother Hen. What's wrong with that funny looking one? Honked Granny Goose. Nothing at all, quacked Mummy Duck, shaking her tail feathers angrily. At the pond, Mummy Duck guided her ducklings into the water. Splish, splish, splish. They went as they hopped in. Splash went the big grey duckling. The little fluffy yellow ducklings swam very nicely, but the big grey duckling was the best swimmer of all. Well done, quacked Mummy Duck proudly. The duckling grew even bigger than the other ducklings. Big feet, teased his brother. Fuzzy feathers, snapped his sisters. Ugly duckling, they all squawked at him. You don't belong with us. The ugly duckling felt so sad and alone, he decided to run away. The ugly duckling went to the lake. Some wild ducks were swimming near the shore, quacking happily and shaking their feathers. Can I stay here with you? He asked hopefully. No, replied the wild ducks nastily. You are not one of us. Go away. As the ugly duckling swam away sadly, he looked up. A flock of white birds with long, graceful necks was flying across the sky. They were the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. I wish I looked like them, thought the ugly duckling. Then everyone would like me. Gradually, the lonely days became shorter, and the freezing, frightening nights grew longer. Winter had arrived, and when the lake froze, the ugly duckling couldn't find any food. Alone, he huddled on the cold ground and fluffed his feathers to try to keep warm. When it snowed, the ugly duckling, shivering and shaking with cold, waddled along until he came to a farmhouse. It was warm and cozy, but the children who lived there were rough and noisy. The ugly duckling was frightened and ran away back to the icy lake. He was alone again. The winter was long and lonely, but at last spring came and the warm sun melted the frozen lake. The ugly duckling slid into the water. Looking down, he saw his reflection. Who is that handsome creature? He wondered. All at once, the beautiful birds he had seen in the sky flew down beside him. "What a handsome swan you are," they said. The ugly duckling wasn't ugly after all. He was a swan. Spreading his great white wings, he launched into the air with his new family. He knew he would never be lonely again. The end. So, did you guys like this one? We'll see you guys again with a new story and a new book. Till next time, goodbye.